Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena, Quick Draft Dominaria United. Our first rare is a big old pile of garbage. So we're looking at some uncommons here. Dragon Whelp is good in some decks. You know, this is the first time looking at this art that I've ever noticed there's a person in it. I kind of thought, like, I saw the dragon's face and then some more stuff to the right, and I figured that stuff was part of the big old dragon, but it's a dude's face. Look at that. Yavimaya Iconoclast, good for the red-green aggro decks. Vohar is okay. Argivian Cavalier, quite a strong 3-drop. I guess that pretty much, yeah. The first, these are the 4 cards we could think about. Everything else kind of stinks. I'm gonna just go with the Cavalier, I think. I don't know, maybe it's supposed to be the Iconoclast. It's always value, right? A 2-mana 3/2 is good. Give it trample, it's better. Give it like red mana for like haste and +1/+1, it's great, I guess. Okay. Another Dragon Whelp, huh? Well, we could take Queen all in all. Pretty good card in the green-white decks. Pretty bad otherwise. We could take Dragon Whelp. It's probably supposed to be Dragon Whelp, right? Just like a solid card. It's a shame that we just passed one, but, you know, what can you do? It goes together with this idea as well of being red-green. Sure, why not? Another Iconoclast? What is this, Horde Master? 2-mana Goblin Lord. Horrible. Another Iconoclast looks pretty good. Anything else that appeals? No, maybe some lands, but... Knight of Dawn's Light? What the hell? Pick 4? All 3 uncommons are still in this pack. Somebody took a rare, probably the first player, because the bot's always rare draft. And then 3 people took commons out of the pack. With Knight of Dawn's Light just sitting there, huh? I mean... Rulik Mons is not my favorite card. But if we're already in red-green, which we seem to be, it seems totally fine. Knight of Dawn's Light is the best card here. There's no question about that. But I think it's fine to grab a Rulik Mons. I guess we could try Gaia's Might. I don't really expect it to be Domain. I'd rather have Colossal Growth as a combat trick. Like, Coalition Warroot would be fine, but I'm not excited about it. Well, another Queen all in all. I think we're still, like, not able to take it. Territorial Marrow is quite good, but I don't know that we're likely to have any other colors. And the thing is, like, Hexbane Tortoise is pretty sick if your creatures are large, as they tend to be in red-green. I guess Flowstone Infusion is probably better, right? We get some removal, super cheap. Molten Monstrosity would probably be fine as well, but, you know, maybe we'll get one of those later. I mean, Infantry is a good... I did say I wanted Colossal Growth. Infantry is a good card. Probably in any red deck. Probably I should take that, right? It just can grow out of control if you have enough... and like, when you have a combat trick, it's even better on this guy. Yeah, like, we'll maybe get a Colossal Growth later. We are not getting an Electrostatic Infantry later. Another Rulik Mons. I think I just need a Colossal Growth more than that. Well, do I? I just don't think Ruling Mons is all that great. And in red-green, we're not going to be starving for 4-drops. There's plenty of decent 4-drops. I think I'd rather have the combat trick. Furious Bellow should be fine. The Dragon Whelp Wield. Look at that. Okay. Told you we'd have plenty of 4-drops. Hey, none of the bots took that rare. I was wrong about them always taking rares. Apparently, the one exception to that rule is that they know Chaotic Transformation is very bad. Molten Monstrosity should be great in this deck. We could take a red-black land, but I don't know. Why? Okay. Because there's nothing else in the pack. That would be a reason. Let's put it in the deck just so I remember I have it in case I want to splash something black. Coalition Warbrute is fine, but I think we're going to have plenty of good 4-drops. Barricade's not bad. What are you? Rivaz of the Claw. 3 mana, 3/3 menace. Tap to add 2 mana, but only spend it on dragons. Once each turn, you can cast dragons from your graveyard. But if you do, when it dies, you exile it. There was a card like this in white, isn't there? What is that called that I've seen it before? In Dominaria United, mana white, type creature, oh graveyard, oh exile. So what mentions graveyard and exile in white? The Sarah Paragon costs 2 white, it's a 3/4 flyer. Once during each of your turns, you can play a land from your graveyard or cast a permanent spell with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard, and then when it dies, exile it, and you gain 2 life. So certainly that is a better card than this. But is this good? Like, probably not. I have 2 dragons. I don't think I'm excited about splashing black. What else could I take here? The Steel Crusher is totally fine. Barkweave Crusher, a bit weak. We have plenty of 4s already. Well, okay, we only have 3, but this is not what I want to fill the slot with. I think it's meant to be the Steel Crusher here. I don't have any 3s yet, so I guess you could imagine taking this, but I mean, I have 2 Dragon Whelps, right? This card is looking better than usual, but I don't want to put any more like colors in the deck if I can help it. And there's a totally fine card here. Lightning Strike seems great. Like, I don't know, you could take Tail Swipe, but it's just not. Well, actually, in red-green, Tail Swipe is probably pretty big. Lagomos is good, but I don't think it's going to do much in this deck, even if I had the black for it. So I think it's between the 2 removal spells, Tail Swipe and Lightning Strike, and not Broken Wings. Could take one of these lands, but not when there's lovely stuff on offer like this. I think Tail Swipe should probably be better. Our creatures are going to be big enough to win fights. This costs less, and we get +1/+1 till end of turn. I mean, I don't know, though. If you use this on, like, a 3/3, like, let's say you have a 3/3 and your opponent has a 3/3. You Tail Swipe, you turn yours into a 4/4, and you win the fight. Great. But until end of turn, your creature has damage on it. So, like, unless you've completely emptied their board, your 4/1 can't really attack, right? Whereas with this, you can Lightning Strike and still swing with a 3/3. I think both are reasonable. We're a little bit more red than green, I suppose. We've only got like a few green cards that we picked up early, and who knows, maybe we end up in black instead. I think I'll take the Lightning Strike. It's probably a better card as well. Phoenix Chick. Furious Bellow. Or like Bortuk. I think Phoenix Chick is a little bit too aggressive for red-green. Like, it's a tiny little dude that doesn't do much. Whereas we want big old creatures. I don't think we're going to have enough domain to really run Bortuk. Getting to, you know, like... You still get to put a creature back in your hand. That's pretty cool. It's a 6-mana 4/4 that, like, draws a good card. But we would have to have black and green for it, which I'm not really excited about. I'll just take another Furious Bellow. It's another, right? I already have one? Yeah. I don't want either of these green cards. Knight of... excuse me. Knight of Dusk's Shadow, huh? Really nice card. I think it's better than, like, picking... Oh, no. Viacino Branchrider, it likes green. I'm used to ignoring this because in, like, red-white, a 1-mana 1/1 haste is not that good. But here, it has the option to be upgraded, and I think that that makes it worth picking. I was considering grabbing a blue-black land just in case we want to splash something, or taking this black card and saying, like, hey, maybe we should be in black. But the Branch Rider's quite nice. Offered another Phoenix chick, but I think a Root Walla... I mean, we're not going to have much domain, but it's still fine, I think. It's a 2-drop that threatens to be a 4/4. Can get some damage in. What about Phoenix Chick, though? I think Phoenix Chick's probably better. We don't have enough domain to really make Ruwala good, as I mentioned. Hammerhand? That might not be so bad. You guys remember the one time I drafted this card in my whole life? The very first time I draw it, it won me a game. I was like praying for Hammerhand, and then I drew it and won instead of losing. So, you know, you can't discount this card too much. Like, Librarian's okay. It would be my first 3-drop. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. But I think making enemies not able to block is something that red-green kind of likes. Yosha Declares War. I mean, I don't think this is a good card. Is there some reason it would be good here? I don't think so. I don't have any other artifacts or anything. I think we take the Flowstone Kavu, a perfectly good card, and a 3-drop. I'm noticing we haven't seen any green since, like, pick 4. So, like, I should probably grab a War Leech here and think about being in black. The Thrill of Possibility is not that exciting to pick up. Necromass, maybe? Is there some reason I would want Braid's Frightful Return? Not really. Lagomos is still here. Okay, maybe we are in black. Bortuk is still here, although that requires green and black. Well, maybe we can do that. It's certainly better than grabbing a Barricade. So suppose I were cutting the green cards, right? What do I have now? Like, do I want a 2-drop or do I want a 4-drop? I think I still want a 2-drop, right? Oh, and suppose I were then putting in the black. Yeah, I think I still want a Splatter Goblin here. We can maybe try to splash Bortuk as well. Shadowrite Priest. Do I have any other clerics? I don't think I have many, if any, right? You wouldn't expect to find any in red-green. Yeah. Nothing. So it's a 2-mana 2/2. Not something I'm thrilled about. Phyrexian Rager? I guess. Better than Soul Tender. Fire NATO is not very good. I don't think we necessarily want Hammerhand in this deck anymore. Or Branch Rider. No, Branch Rider's probably fine if we're going to be splashing green. Which maybe we will. There's not that much here, huh? Maybe I'll just take a Fire NATO? It's that or the War Brute. Or like, I don't know, Enthrall to the Pit? Do I have any, like, sacrifice a creature effects? I don't. But, I mean, this kicks black? I think this is probably the best card here. Berserker is good. Extinguish the Light is probably better? Yes, that seems true. Necromass? Rager? Both seem better than Phoenix Chick. Now, that said, with stuff like Lagomos, we might be able to reanimate the Phoenix Chicks a little bit more reliably. Now, how does the War Leech work? It's the mana value among cards in your graveyard. So you have a bunch of giant dudes. So it should be pretty big. What's a kicker? Blue. I don't know. They both seem good. Let's take another Rager, I guess. Sprouting Goblin? Okay. I mean, sack a land to draw a card is a really powerful effect to have in the late game. We might have some way to, you know, spend green on it. Probably not very often, but it's not like we're going to pick up a Haunted Mire now or something. Oh, I tried. Flowstone Kavu's good. I don't think I have any reason to take a Gibbering Barricade. I guess, actually, Lagomos is a reason to have a Gibbering Barricade, right? You get free 2/1s every turn. You can blow them up for cards. Kind of cute. Yeah, put that in the deck. Why not? Splatter Goblin likes it as well. Okay, I can probably cut that now. I don't think that's really the kind of deck we are anymore. We can still, like, try splashing Bortuk, although I'm not convinced. Like, how many forests am I going to put in for him? It's going to mess up all my red-black, because I just haven't gotten any fixing, really. So it's the Barricade or the Kavu. And I believe Lagomos is my only source of free tokens. Maybe we don't want the Bellow that badly anymore either. I mean, it's good with the infantry, but that's not the only card in my deck. It's pretty good with Flowstone Kavu, I suppose. Maybe I put the Bellow back and I run another Kavu. It's a lot of 3-drops, but both cards I'm considering right now cost 3. I think that's better than, like, another Barricade. Cold Conscript? I'll take it. What am I cutting? Oh, probably the Phoenix Chick. I don't think it's doing that much. I could also consider, like, Enthrall to the Pit. Oh, this is another source of things to die as well for barricades. So already I took the wrong thing. I should have taken a second one, probably. Oh well. Kind of want none of this. Maybe the Eerie Soul Tender could be playable, but I have a lot on 3 already. Maybe just like a combat trick. I don't know, it's not very good. This is okay, but I don't know. It's a pretty good removal spell. I just like, without blue, I feel bad about it, but I'm probably supposed to take it. Still no clerics, right? Right. I already have one Eerie Soul Tender that I'm... No, I guess not. I don't think there's much I would be that excited to bring back. Like, yeah, get back a Necromancer or something. I guess that's okay. But I think a Thrill of Possibility would be a more reasonable choice. I don't know if I'm running it, but some draw is kind of cool. There's the Barricade. It came back. Okay, I think Barricade's actually a potential star of the show in this deck. Blight Pile, huh? I mean, we clearly take it. It's better than the Amplifier. As just like a decent 2-mana 3/3. Oh, another Barricade. Wow, okay. I think we do want to run all 3 of them. With Cult Conscript and... with 1 Cult Conscript and 1 Legomos, the Barricade is a value engine. So we can throw out like Splatter Goblin. We wound up with plenty of playable 2s. Probably don't want the Thrill of Possibility that badly. I think a 2-mana to 2/2 Enlister is good. But is it better than Kavu? I'm keeping Furious Bellows specifically for Kavu and Electrostatic Infantry, so I don't know if that's a good idea. I think I can toss out Enthrall to the Pit. Oh! Except now I have all these Barricades. Right? So I can pay 4 mana to steal their thing, and then 3 mana to blow it up for a card. As opposed to paying like 7 mana to steal it and sacrifice it, but not get a card. Like, I don't want to kick Enthrall to the Pit. I just want to play it and then use a Barricade after I attack, right? You like steal their 6/6, you swing with it, and they have to decide, like, do they block? You know, because then if they manage to kill their own 6/6, you don't get the card, but they lose some creatures for it, and you don't have to pay the mana. So probably they don't block. Probably, you know, it gets in for damage, or they chump with a 1/1 or something, and then you get the card anyway. So it seems like a nice combo. I think maybe the Kavus and the Furious Bellows, at least one of them can go. I'll try to keep another in for Electrostatic Infantry. 5 instants and 1 sorcery is not like a huge number, but it's enough that it's going to be a good card, as it always is. And Blight Pile is not like my main win condition, but it's a potential like way to do some good stuff. Huh. It says average mana value is 3.3. I'm hoping these guys will be a bit cheaper. We'll see. So we wound up in red-black after all that. I don't think I've played Rakdos in this format. So this will be a nice new experience. Rincewind, a Terry Pratchett enjoyer. You know what? This has Electrostatic Infantry and a Dragon Whelp. And some great cards as soon as I find a swamp. I think it's worth keeping and speculating on the swamp. But I don't... I resent the draw, that's for sure. Okay, a little late, but not too bad. We missed our one drop. Sad. The attack is free. You should absolutely make the attack and dare me to block. Okay. I'm glad they didn't, I guess. I mean, this, I guess, is telling me they have no combat tricks. They also have no third land. Maybe they're going to flash in Resolute Reinforcements or something, but if they have no lands, and no third land, and no 2-mana spell, we're very happy, obviously. I should have attacked, actually, since I know they have no tricks. No, but they might have Resolute Reinforcements. Yeah. So that would be trading this for a 1-1, which would be very bad. Drawbridge? So they must have just drawn the third land. You know what? I don't need more black. I need more red. Elos is a good card. Enthrall to the Pit is nice, although we don't need it right now. So what if I just swung with a 5-3? Is that hilarious? It seems pretty funny, doesn't it? Electrostatic Infantry has been a big dunce so far. It's a shame the Dragon Whelp died, of course. There's a barricade. Okay. So now we have the combo of stealing this thing in 2 turns, right? If I play the barricade this turn, which seems good. I can sack my Cult's Conscript at the end of their turn. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to steal the Blight Pile instead of Ellis? I don't think so, but maybe. Because, like, it's going to be pinging me for 2. I think with a barricade, I'm okay with that. Yeah, so let's just take Ellis. Is that really right? Probably. I don't want Ellis gaining the life. I think I said that already. No kicker, please. I don't think that was the right decision. If anything, they should have tapped down Ellis. They don't want me attacking with it, right? Also, if they could have killed the barricade in response, that would have been pretty strong. Because then I wouldn't get the sack ability. Right, because they'd be killing it before I took it over. Would be the idea. You can swing with a 4-3 if you want. Getting Ellis back. Okay. They lost life because... Oh, this got... Never seen anyone play this. They didn't kick it. Somehow. Or maybe they... No, I think they took damage. It looked that way. But also, they're tapped out for 7, and they didn't play anything else this turn. So they must have kicked it, and I just, like, didn't see what was happening properly. I think just running this out is okay. I have the, like, idea of sacking a Rager, bringing this back, sacking this, right? But, like, the more mana I have, the better that play is. This way I leave 2 mana open, so in case they kill something, I can bring back the Conscript. Uh-oh. That's a little scary. But I have a 5-5, I guess. Jeez, look at all this mana, huh? Well, I don't have to do this now, but I might want to. So how much... It's 3 mana to get the chain started, and then, like, 2 and 3 is 5, so that's 8 already. And then 2 more would be, like, 10 if I wanted to actually get this guy back again. Right now I'm at 9. I guess I can wait a turn. You think I'm oh, okay, but they don't want me blocking with it either. That's actually pretty important. Whoops. I'm scared of their board right now. I don't know. Maybe I was too focused on value here, and I should have just, like, seen that I need to draw some actual fucking cards. Uh-oh. Okay. Sure. Well, that was pretty cool, don't you think? Suddenly I have cards. Okay. Warleech should be pretty big, right? Yeah, 4 mana, 8/8. Now what do you attack with? The Warleech was an insane draw. Oh my god. Now they're going to be able to tap down the flyer. That's sort of annoying. I hope I can kill that someday. With, like, a lightning strike, I guess. Nailed it. I think this is absolutely the kill. This fucking drawbridge is the only thing keeping them alive. That one? I was never attacking with that in a million years. Are you insane? I mean, I guess I can't block with it now. And that's enough, right? 4 or more I don't wish to do. Fine, help yourself. Oh no, my 1 damage. You should have done that before you lost the drawbridge, by the way. That's a nice card. I don't think it's very relevant right now, but it's a good card. I guess it gains 3 life. That's pretty cool. And they do have this to pump, eventually. Right now they don't, but yeah, okay, these 1/1s are a threat, I guess. Necromass is good. I kind of want to, like, do the Cult Conscript value thing, but, like, I would be sacking this, I guess? I'm not using the Rager for anything. But I also want to swing for 1 billion. 5. Roughly 1 billion. And I kind of need my blockers. But I guess if I get a 5/5 Death Toucher out there, I'll be pretty happy, right? Right, a 5/5 and an 8/8 ought to do enough. I have a lot of mana. Okay, I'm not sure how the math on this works out. I'm just gonna, like, start doing it. So it turns out I'm 1 mana short of the Necromass. I guess that's just going to have to be how it is. And I can still swing for 4. They threaten a pretty big attack here, by the way. So maybe I was being reckless with this. Thankfully, it's only 9 mana, not 10. That 3/2 is a real problem. But I don't think it kills me. And if I can kill all these 1/1s when they attack, by blocking with these guys, everything gets a lot weaker. Like, okay, here we go. It's happening. Okay. I mean, they're tapped out and empty-handed, so I know exactly how this combat's going to go. I'm absolutely going to block here, so this thing never happens again. Take care of that. This can go... How much damage am I taking if I do nothing? 8, 11, 17. So, a lot. But I don't think I have to sack the barricade here. I can block a 2/2. I think they should have waited 1 more turn for another mana. Oh. I forgot I lose life for all that stuff. Okay. Is this lethal? It probably is, right? Oh, of course. Everything's tapped out. Even my ground creatures get in. This is just 12, right? So I don't even have to do anything. Okay, I probably could have sacked the barricade on that last turn. I think if they had given everything like +3, +2, +2 instead of +1, +1, they might have killed me. But then again, I wouldn't... Maybe I was threatening lethal that turn. If I had pumped my Dragon Whelp enough to kill it. I had like 7 red mana or some outrageous number, right? Maybe it was just like 6, but it was a lot. So it would have been attacking for 9? I mean, that doesn't kill them. I would have had to find some other way to do damage, and I don't think I had it. I think they could have waited a turn. That gives me more blockers. So there is a risk to it, but that attack had 100% risk in that Guaranteed losing the game immediately. Unless I do something stupid. Which, let's be fair, I did. But it wasn't stupid enough, right? I forgot I was taking 4 damage from Ellis. So I could have blocked 2 more damage than I did. And been a little bit safer. What? This is like the same hand. Sort of. But except it doesn't have any plays. Okay, so it's bad. Okay, opponent also mulligans. That's nice to see. Keep. And I think we put back a monstrosity. I sort of have plenty of these. I don't know. Maybe I only have 1. I don't know. I think it's 2, though. But I don't have, like... I don't know. Maybe I put back the bellow, actually. I don't look like I'm doing much attacking or combat tricking anytime soon. Sure. This way I have a chance of actually getting to develop the bellow. The monstrosity. They can tell I just drew this, because I obviously would have played on turn 1 if I could have. There was a draft several drafts ago. Remember when I played against the guy who had Lagomos, and I was like, he forgot to activate Lagomos, because opponent did forget to activate Lagomos. And then I went back and I looked at the video replay, and they missed it 2 or 3 times. A chance to activate Lagomos when, like... I had noticed that I myself accidentally allowed opponent to activate Lagomos by blocking in a way that let 5 creatures die when I didn't have to. And then I watched the replay, and, like, that happened multiple times. That they just, like, had a Lagomos that was glowing blue and didn't click on it. Obviously, it wasn't glowing blue in the replay, but it must have been for them because it was activatable. Okay. I'm glad I kept the Dragon Whelp, or the Monstrosity. Okay. I'm also sort of happy they killed Lagomos. I think this Dragon Whelp is better. Do I look like an idiot? Come on in. Now the funny thing is, I can actually pump these, right? And it just discounts this. As long as they don't kill it in response. And if they do, that's sort of fine. Okay. What I probably should have done was actually pump them pre-combat, so that opponent thought they had a moment to wait for Pair of Binding. And then they might have fallen for this trick a little bit better. Oh well. I'll try that this turn. I think it's still worth it. If they can't have another Pair of Binding or instant speed removal. Ooh. Am I, like, in trouble here? I can get in for 7. I would lose the Dragon Whelp if I did that, so that's bad. How much are they getting in for? I mean, not much, right? Especially with the Monstrosity on board. Yeah, they're tapped out, so let's just do this now. And now we threaten lethal next turn. Oh, now we super threaten lethal, so they're digging for an answer. They absolutely should do this. Right? If they can find a 4-mana removal spell. Although I would have not tapped the double white. I assume they have, like, Citizen's Arrest in the deck somewhere. I would have left 2 white up. that'll be the game. No 1-mana spell is going to save you here. So what did I bottom at the beginning? It was Furious Bellow, right? Yeah. I think it definitely worked out to keep the monstrosity. Seems great. I have a 1 and a 3 and some removal, and then who knows? Sky's the limit. I found a 2. And now I'm not even limited by the sky. Found another 2. Fine. This guy won't be coming back for a while since I have good ways to spend mana. Oh, are you gonna... Yeah, you kicked it. Wow. Nice. So I've spent 2 cards. They've played 2 cards. I'm not blocking here, I think. Well, I kind of want to block on turn when I could bring back the conscript, right? But that can be next turn. I can just play out the Sprouting Goblin and then trade it. So let's not block here. I think. Yeah. I guess this is fine. Yeah. I thought they might play something I would want to kill off. Do this on my turn in case they have Take Up the Shield, I guess. It's tempting to wait and see if they spend mana pumping it, but that's reckless. Ooh, nothing, huh? So they had nothing they could do for 4 mana, and now they have a 5th. So that's a little worrying. Also, they must have just drawn this, right? Because they were player 1, and they were behind me on lands. I don't really need this Blight Pile, I don't think. This thing's ability to draw cards is more important. Oh, although that makes this more expensive? I guess that's fine. I can still pay. I do feel bad that I'm never leaving 2 mana open and then they're killing my stuff so I don't get the conscript back. Oh well. Now I will be, probably. You got me again. Very nice. Ooh. Okay, finally. I get to leave some mana open. 0 kicker, please. I don't play these. I have the picker, so I can just turn them all into mana, or into cards, eventually. You know what? Actually, maybe I should have not attacked and planned to pop this if they didn't kill anything, and use the Cult Conscript if they did. It's just... hang on, that's not how that works. I actually think I do sack... well, okay, hang on. Just in case I find some use for the mana, I might as well tap it before I blow it up. Very funny. That's all right. Ellis! Oh, what a good card. Enthrall to the Pit is pretty cool. Not right now, but in the future I could steal Ellis. I mean, like, next turn in the future, right? Now, when I take Ellis, I'll have 1 mana left. It's almost tempting to wait a turn and hope to draw a land. Because then I could Enthrall to the Pit kicked, and when this is sacrificed in my end step, bring back the Cult Conscript, right? But I think that that's just too greedy. I need to start swinging with my 8/8. You should block the oh no, that would kill one of your creatures, sure. They appear to have only lands, because it passed instantly as soon as they played their spell. That's a pretty good card. Okay. Even if they drag to the bottom, a ton of my stuff lives. So there's no way we can lose anymore, I think. I don't know. Maybe there's some insane bomb rares. Archangel of Wrath would be good, although I don't think it would be enough. Maybe Sholdred? Sholdred would be pretty good. I'm also not sure if it would be good enough. Lagomos is a good card. Lagomos is a great card. It turns the Cult Conscript back on for free. Oh, what the hell. How can they win, right? What can they do about this? They block the 8. They block here. I don't know. This has got to be pretty good. All right, how much damage is this? 2, 4, 6. All right, that's fine. I don't mind that I'm losing my electrostatic infantry for this play. Also, only 4 creatures died, so even if Lagomos weren't summoning sick, I couldn't have tapped him. Oh, they finally did it. They got rid of my 8/8. Well done. And your own Legomos. Incredible. Yeah, definitely very happy to have Goblin Picker in this deck. The fact that I can't kick it for green does not make it a bad card. No, that's not Picker. That's Sprouting Goblin. Even better, because like with Goblin Picker, you have to have the lands in your hand, or other cards you don't want, but usually lands. Which means you can't, like, you have to consider, if you don't have the Picker in hand, and you're like, oh, do I play my 7th land? The mana might be useful, but then I wouldn't be able to discard it to Picker if I draw Picker, right? With Sprouting Goblin, you just dump all your lands, and like, great, they're cards eventually. In the meantime, you can use them for mana. I should name the deck Rakdos. It's pretty boring, right? It's probably a million decks named Rakdos. Sacrifice Rakdos, right? Alright, I guess we'll cut here. No, never mind. It's Peng Fei MTT Jin. Sounds Chinese, but I don't know what any of it means. Okay, I have removal, I have a Goblin. It's not incredible. I have 2 very, very heavy cards that I hope to someday be able to play, but I don't have a plan. Okay, that helps a lot. Also, I can just Infusion their 2-drop. I would be very happy to be able to do that. Okay, looks like no. You're not going to Essence Scatter this, are you? Maybe you are. I think that would be a fine play. If they're red-blue tempo, they don't want me having stuff on board. They were thinking about it. Interesting. So Impulse instead, I guess? No, nothing. They had a counterspell and no other plays. They decided not to counterspell this. Oh, Geyser is coming? Okay. That's fine. I don't have anything better to do. You know, if they have Shore Up, well done, but at least we get the Shore Up out of their hand. Looks like no. And there's no, like, red or blue flash, so I can just attack here. Hopefully, next turn I can play the Monstrosity, even though I only have 5 mana and it costs 6, because I can like enlist and attack for 4. Let's see how that goes. Squee. I'm gonna have to let Squee in this time, because I have just a much better play if I don't kill Squee. Plus, they might have Shore Up anyway, right? If they attack with Squee again, I'm not sure. I might let it in. Because I worry about, like, Furious Bellow, right? Which this deck would totally run. I think we just kill the 1/1. I want to block Squee with a Blight Pile. Very funny. Turns out I could have blocked that way. If this, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they had Furious Bellow as well. Well. I'll try blocking with the Necromass instead. If they blight, or if they Furious Bellow this, it's like a little sad. How does Squee work, by the way? 4 other cards from your graveyard. So they already have 3. I'm tempted to, like... God, I should just stop attacking with this shit. What am I doing? If they Heirloom Battle him me again, I guess that's life. Okay, great. Yeah, you're right. We should tap double red. Or, oh, it's only 1 red. I forgot. So now the Blight Pile is exactly what I want to block Squee with. And I'm kind of thinking, why don't I just enlist here? Threaten a ton of damage? And avoid risking the Necromass? They're probably not going to be able to kill me with the Amplifier. They would need a lot of spells for that. But I am conscious of the risk of having most of my board tapped out against red-blue. Fine. I accept this 2 for 1. Oh, it's a Furious Bellow! They did have it. Okay, good. So it's not a 2 for 1, it's a 1 for 1. That's fine, too. So all this time, I was playing correctly by blocking the 1/1s, I think. Wow, look at that. Just main phasing the shore up. That's incredible. Is this lethal? Oh my god. I said they would probably not be able to kill me with that. Turns out I was correct. They probably couldn't, but actually they could. I need to respect Twin Inferno against Amplifier, I guess. Yeah, did not consider a doubling effect. Pretty cool. And, like, obviously it's a surprise that they're running Smash to Dust, but they could have had Lightning Strike and it would have been just as good and way more normal. Muad'Dib. Don't know what it means. Probably pronounced it wrong, too. This has too much black stuff and only 2 lands. I don't think I can keep this just because, like... Yeah, if I draw a Swamp, it's a nuts hand. It's great. It has, like, all the black cards you could want and a playable red 2-drop as well. But I just... It's too greedy. Alright, this is fine. Put back... the Monstrosity, I guess? I'd like to keep it. Obviously, you want to keep all the cards. I could put back Tribute to Urborg, but I think like being able to kill something early is very important for tempo. And this has a nice 2-3-4 curve, assuming I get to use the Tribute, which maybe I won't. Oh well. It has a nice 3-4 curve. Okay, they clearly want some other color, and I don't want them to have it, so... okay, I guess you can have it just once. I've got to curve out. I don't want to just spend, like, 2 mana denying them a Gardener for 1 turn. Well, denying it to them permanently, but 1 turn earlier than otherwise. Are they really, like, mono green? Surely not. You wouldn't run a Gardener in that deck, I don't... Well, okay. If you wanted ramp, I guess. What's a 5-mana green card? Okay. I mean, I could just not attack and plan to Urborg the Rulik Mons. But I think I'd rather race and blow up this junk. I don't know. They have so many cards in hand, I feel like this can't do well, but denying them their other colors seems pretty important. Rip. That's bad. No attack, though, huh? Your dude has Menace. I'm a little surprised by that. Domain, okay, it's a 5-mana 2/2 for now, but presumably it's going to be better in the future. I can't, I don't think I can bear to sack this right now. That's not bad. Alright, they found red. They must have more colors. Because, like, a 5-mana 4/4 is not good. This is a 5-mana 4/4 with reach that also does face damage, which is way better. Come on. I need something to work with here. They've got all this domain stuff, but they're just, like, Gruul domain, it looks like. We haven't seen any other colors. In lands or in spells. This is scary. Okay, Monstrous War Leech is just a 4/4. But that's better than nothing. Oh no, they found another color. Oh my god, I'm gonna get killed here. I think you probably should have attacked with Rulik Mons. Maybe you hit a new colored land and this turns into an 8/8. That would be cool, huh? Why is it giving them priority? What ability do they have? Oh no, they were just ordering blockers, sure. Fine, I guess. Doesn't seem great. But it lets me chump block something with a Rager. When they make a 7/7. Oh, I guess that's even better, maybe? A 6/6. Well, I can double block, right? Maybe I just let the 6 in. They're gonna. This is definitely a combat trick. So what if I just do that and take 10? That's it? You're just killing the Rager? I would so like to sack the Rager. But then they get to the War Leech. I think they're trying to tempt me into sacking the Rager. And then they're going to, like, Furious Bellow, kill the War Leech and survive. So, okay, you can have the Rager. Nope, they didn't have anything. Well, that's what I get. Maybe I should have just, like, said, I only win if they have nothing. Let's play for them to have nothing. I think I'm dead now, right? They have enough that I can't really do anything. Well, I have life gain, I suppose. So let's jump here. Yeah, this isn't dead. I mean, it's bad. It's very much bad. But suddenly I have more blockers. Problem is I am kind of dead, right? Well, I have a little life gain if I sack something. Okay, so I can only gain 1 life. Which means I can't afford to take damage from either of these two, right? So, what I have to do is the following. Block like that, and then sack the barricade to itself. Take 2, go to 1. If they have any tricks, I'm dead, but... okay. Let's see if I draw Lightning Strike. Oh well. Yeah, because Lightning Strike actually would have killed the 1/1 before Strength of the Coalition went up. I mean, I don't know. Oops, looked outside the window. I wonder, like, it took them quite a while to draw that mountain. If I had killed the gardener a little sooner... maybe things would have been okay, right? I said I needed to curve out into the whelp, but then they just killed the whelp, so it didn't actually do me any good. If I'd killed the gardener, they wouldn't have been able to play, but they still could have bitten down on the whelp with their gardener. No, because I killed the gardener. So, I don't know. Maybe that would have worked? Would it have been right? That's hard to tell as well. Especially if you can't even tell if it would have worked. Okay, this is good. Lots of cheap stuff. Well, the first 3 games had me thinking this deck is pretty nuts. The last 2, less so. I mean, I could, like, Urborg that to give this a counter, but that seems pretty stupid. What doesn't seem stupid... well, actually it does. Let's just play a Rager. Swing here, see if they block. I assume they won't. Or will, rather. Because, like, if I... oh, no, I get in for 1. Nice. They want their defenders for some reason. So this is actually a defenders deck, not a green domain deck, I guess? These colors don't make any sense, though, for that idea. Bog Badger? What? Why? Do we just Lightning Strike it? This would be a 0/0, so that's a pretty bad play. I guess we can attack all and like Urborg it? But I think Urborg is actually a better trick. Yeah, let's just Lightning Strike. Because Urborg can go from like a combat that looks like they're going to kill your creature and then suddenly you kill theirs. So it's kind of like swinging 2 cards to play this. Lightning Strike is generally speaking... Oh, I regret everything. No, I can still Urborg plus Infusion that, I guess. I wish I had the Lightning Strike back, though. This is a 2-2 now. Okay. We can attack first. I assume they're not going to block. Oh, really? They have Shore Up? So I guess we do this, and then when they shore up, we Furious Bellow. They don't have Shore Up. Okay, great. They must have, like, a way to get it back from the graveyard? Where's your black mana, though? Is this lethal? It's getting close, right? Because we have 5, and let's say we infused this. So that would be 6, and then this adds 4 more? 10. Okay, probably not worth committing to then. Although if I Furious Bellow, no, I only have 1 red mana. This would be cheap enough to play, but I wouldn't have the red for it. You have some combat trick? I think this was the wrong block if you wanted to use a combat trick, because I have so many ways to ruin your life. I only have 1, it turns out. I had 2 choices, but only 1 of them can be activated. They actually have 2 tricks. Wow. Oh my god, I'm devastated. That's really bad. Should play out a 4 mana 2/2, no big deal. I guess that's why they were saving that. They wanted to double combat trick me at some point. I just wish I had more mountains. I could have actually... Well, no, Furious Bellow wouldn't have been enough. Would it? Yeah, the creature, I think, would have had 8 power, right? Against a 10-8. No blocks. Okay. Well. Here's a funny trick. What if I stole your 8-8 and swung with it and then played a 5-5? I mean, I only get it for 1 turn, but it's a pretty... Oh, hang on. It won't be an 8-8 when I have it. It'll be a 4-4. That seems bad. I mean, I can Furious Bellow for nothing, and then play Molten Monstrosity. I can Thrall to the Pit their 5-4 and swing with it. To get a 4-mana card in my graveyard, I guess? I would have liked to do that at a time that I have Furious Bellow up or something. I'm in a lot of trouble here, clearly. But it made this big enough that I can play a monstrosity. And then if they don't find any black mana, a monstrosity plus Furious Bellow could kill the 8/8. You know what? This is even better. Did I miss a chance to block here? I think I should have done that. No, because I wanted a 4-power creature on board. Okay, but it's still right to play this one first. No. Okay, but now this is a 7/7, so that's good. I think I have to let the 8 damage in. Because next turn I have some cool stuff. And I just have to accept that I'm at 1. If I lose this, my game is over. If I attack with this, they block with a 2/2 and then kill me, so that's bad. Or anyway, I have to chump like this, which I don't want. Oh, wait a minute. I have to chump anyway. But this way I get to kill their 5/4 as well as the 2/2 and just lose one creature. Oh my god. I think they don't attack, right? Yeah. But then I kind of have a lot of trample damage, don't I? Is that enough to win? Like if I swing with both of these, how do they block? Probably block with these two. I can Furious Bellow this down. Trade here. Then they just have these two. And I can get down a couple creatures to... I mean, the problem is these two is a lot. This guy is like lethal by himself. But if I just swing with 2 creatures... Oh, this is complicated. Like if I just swing with the 2 tramplers... I guess they can actually block here, but they would be afraid to do that, maybe. I think that's what I have to do. Because I could have enough of a pump effect to get this through if they just block with a 2/2. And this attack suggests that I do. Wow! Wow! Okay. I guess I'm dead. I didn't see that coming. I think they probably should have multi-blocked, actually, but I'm dead, so... Well, kill the Trampler, I guess. Or no, kill the 7/7. Or the 8/8, rather. Then they have 3 attackers and I only have 2 blockers, right? So I guess this was why that didn't work, that line. They probably maybe even have a trick as well, I guess? They probably should have just double blocked both of these, and then I don't have anything going on. I was kind of assuming they just wouldn't risk losing the Defiler at all, and it couldn't be involved in any blocks. But actually, this is a pretty good block. Yeah, that's why they weren't worried. Okay. Well, I have an 8/8 now. Take that. All right, 3 and 3, not too bad. Yeah, we only have to name decks if they go 7 wins. That's right. That's the new policy, if I can remember it. I probably won't remember it in general, and will never name any decks. I mean, I don't know. I think most of the cards in this deck did pretty well. Just like the deck didn't always get to do any cool tricks with Cult Conscript and Barricade. Legomos. Got out-tempoed sometimes, got out-valued sometimes. I don't really know. I'm not smart enough to figure out what was wrong. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.